All right, 1 second here, guys. Just make sure my coffee's full. Don't want to blow your eardrums out either. Dun, 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 dun. Check, check. Oh, man. Oh, man. Here we are. Another morning. Morning, afternoon. On Pacific Standard Time, so it's a little almost afternoon here for me. Nothing too crazy though. No, I did not just wake up and make myself a cup of coffee and get at it. I been up for a little while working on stream settings. Woo! Boy, this streaming stuff, it is challenging for the brain, that is for sure. Challenging for the brain. Trying to figure all this out. Got my stream set up somewhat. Still need some cool stuff, you know, down here. Yeah. Put some banner stuff down here. I got the chat over on this side. That side. Oh, this is inverted. Yeah, cool. Cool stuff. See if this actually works though, you know. Get it all set up. Let me go ahead and get everything else pulled up. Let me know about the audio settings too. Either let me know while we're live here, or if you just drop it into any of the videos. I'm streaming on Kick, YouTube, both Vert and desktop, which is cool. Didn't know you could do that. Really cool. All right, let's take a look at our dropped frames. We have none. So it looks like all the streams are strong. I don't know. We're testing out Stream Elements for multi-streaming through the OBS, the OBS program. So we'll see if they actually work. See if it can multi-stream correctly. I kind of jump. I've been testing out 2 different platforms for streaming. A little bit of OBS, a little bit of Meld. Seeing which one I like. OBS is obviously more powerful. But it's more complex, you know, so you gotta, Meld is a little bit easier to use, getting more powerful as they go. Their team is on fire right now. Let me tell you what, the Meld team updates they are pushing out for that app is kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I'm impressed. I'm not mad at them and their the speed at which they can pump out updates and have actually like very viable things happening. The only reason I'm not using Meld right now is because overlays. I was having a little bit of trouble with some overlay stuff, which I don't think is their fault. I think that's my own fault. Again, being new to the streaming thing, you know, I've been trying to figure out all the systems and techniques and stuff going on, and makes it a little difficult sometimes, you know, trying to get that stuff figured out. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll get it all figured out, you know. Just for you guys to know, I stream on Kick, on YouTube. Kick is definitely a lot of fun. I like Kick a lot. It's a little bit more of a free expression place, you know. I do worry a little bit about people getting you know, banned for this and that and blah, blah, blah. You know, and that kind of stuff is bullshit, I tell you. Bullshit. Getting banned, so I don't believe in it. Don't believe in it. All right, let me see if I can get my stream here. Go to my creator. Let's go. Let's go. Let me monitor this stuff on my phone. How do you do that? How do you monitor on your phone? Can I just watch it? Let's go. Let's go. All right, give me 1 second. Let me get this set up here real quick. I'm just going to go to the live stream. How about that? Let's just sit here fumble fucking with all this. There we go. That works. That'll work. That'll do. So what is going on today? What is good? Let's see. Are we having hiccups right now in the stream? Or are we good to go? Hope we're not having hiccups. Maybe it's just buffering. Huh. Interesting. Let's take a look. Damn, this stream, this music stream right now is kind of on fire. It's just off Spotify. All right, let's look at what is going on. This world is the kick stream okay? Is it going? It seems like it's lagging right now. Oh, I hope it's working. That's all I can say about that. Let's check it out. All right. You guys have any advice on this whole streaming thing as I'm doing this? Let me know. Let me know. Go here. Dashboard. Let's see. Streams live. Yeah, it looks good. Maybe I should have just chose just chatting in real life, but whatever. It looks like it's having some trouble on the kick side of things. Can I change my settings? All right, let me go off on kick and then back on. Kick looks like it's having a little bit of trouble. Let's take the bitrate down just a little bit. There we go. Go. Turn kick back on. Just chatting. Go. Let's see if it works now. There we go. See if we got those settings right. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So what is good in the world of news today? Boom. Oh, man. Microsoft cutting people from Xbox and the Xbox team. What a surprise. You know, they're going more and more software focused anyway. Oh, damn, sorry. I'm going to smack my microphone for you guys. Blow some people's eardrums out. They are going more and more, you know, software focused. I think it's not going to be long now before they go completely Sega style, go software only. They're already putting their stuff, their IPs on PlayStation and Nintendo, which is crazy. Never thought I'd see that day, but honestly, I think it's a smart move. The world of hardware as we know it is slowly disappearing as more and more stuff transitions from having consoles and boxes in your house. It starts moving towards having online servers. I mean, you see everything is going towards streaming. Now you can stream games, you know, with the NVIDIA has that, Xbox already has that, Microsoft's got that, you know, through the Xbox program. PlayStation, you can now just stream your games, you know, to your phone and stuff, which you can do, you know. Steam Deck is, you know, you're streaming a lot of your games. That's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in now. As the streaming becomes more and more popular, I think this Xbox moving to the software side, divvying out their IPs between things like PlayStation, Nintendo, Steam. It's gonna be good for them, I think. Xbox VR might be my handheld of choice. What is Xbox VR? Personally, I think Xbox hardware is dead. Oh, Laura Fryer, one of Microsoft Game Studios' founding employees, in a recent YouTube video. Wow, crazy, right? It's like I just said that. Who would have thunk that was going to happen? Let me switch over so you guys can see it. There you go. Is this working? Oh, let's go. Come on. Of course, technical issues now. OBS doesn't like my Edge browser source, apparently. Match title. There we go. Now you guys can see it. Let's see here. Microsoft closing down more studios. What a surprise. Xbox hit with latest mass layoff, including multiple game cancellation. Microsoft cuts 9,100 jobs. Sophia Rose, I'm doing good. How's your day going? It's going pretty swell so far. Nice and slow, which I like. Just getting some of this tech news out of the way. Kind of a tech nerd, so kind of read through some of this in the mornings. Damn, AI, I don't want any more of your stuff. Stop telling me about this. Microsoft makes a lot of layoffs today. That's kind of expected. 9,100 layoffs. Just for you guys, anyone wondering, I live actually pretty near Microsoft headquarters, Redmond. Good. Glad you're doing well. Yeah, I live near the Microsoft headquarters, so I hear about these layoffs every now and then. You know, I got friends that work for Microsoft and stuff, and they say they love it. I am a newbie. On Kick. Starting a new channel here. I'm seeing if Kick is actually a viable streaming service. See if we can actually get some sort of interactions. You know, you hear this and that about it, but I figured instead of just listening to the gossip, we give it a try. See how it goes. Rare's Everwild canceled. I mean, Rare's canceling tons of stuff nowadays. It just seems to be a rare thing. They've been a long time Microsoft developer. Ever since, what? Banjo-Kazooie? Was that the name? Thank you. I appreciate you, Sophia. Thank you. Do you have a channel too? You like to stream on here? Let me know what you think of Kick. Yeah, so Rare getting game cancels, not a surprise. What else is going on? TikTok lays off more employees working in TikTok Shop US. I don't think TikTok's going to get hit with a permanent ban. I think that's going to be I am from the Pacific Northwest, the greater Seattle area. Love the Pacific Northwest. What about you? TikTok not going anywhere, I don't think, even though they're laying off people. TikToks, listened 2 years ago. Oh, this is just an ad. So I'm not interested in just an ad on here. Texas. Woo! A little hot right there. Texas right now. Yeah, I can deal with heat. I can deal with humidity. What I can't deal with is no scenery. Now, obviously, being a Pacific Northwest transplant right now, the scenery out here is amazing. You cannot get a more beautiful state. And believe me, I've lived everywhere in the world. I've lived overseas, lived all over the United States. And I cannot tell you a more beautiful place to live, especially in the summertime in the Pacific Northwest. The wintertime now? There's a reason they say people are so depressed here in the Pacific Northwest. And let me tell you about these winter times in this Seattle area. I was not expecting this when I got here. But when I tell you it's 7 months of rain, I mean 7 months of rain. 7 months, day after day, where you might not see the sun at all. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So when I think about hot places I'd like to live, Texas would be pretty good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, funny enough, Sophia, I actually do have an interest in getting some stuff done for my channel. I need animated overlays, you know, for my logo. That's right. Whoop, that side. Right. How do I? There, my fingers at it now. For the logo and stuff like that. So I would be interested here. You can feel free. I will go ahead and throw my business email right here. See if this actually works. Here you go. That's the business email. Feel free to hit me up on there. Feel free to hit me up on there. And thank you for the very first follow on this channel, Sophia. You know, it's supposed to have a Stream Elements. Well, what is going on with this browser right now? There we go. It's supposed to have a Stream Elements overlay. Do have a Discord as well. Let's see if I can pop that up for you. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Let me know. I like, you know, nice, clean, and pull this up for you. Yep, it's just there you go. Discord. I will throw that stuff in the stream there for you. Give me a sec. Stream Elements multi-chat does not allow you to type in it, which makes no sense. I want to type in my multi-chat, which, why would it not let me type in the multi-chat? That doesn't, everybody else can do that. So weird. But I think if I use the OBS multi-chat, it'll let me type in there. What? Open live chat, top chat, all messages. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. It's fucking weird. Discord, that's what you wanted. Yeah, for sure. There we go. Oh, dogs are barking, of course. Yeah, same thing in Discord. Just Jekyll or Hyde. Perfect. Perfect. There you go. Sweet. So yeah, anyway, this... We're talking about Pacific Northwest rain? Yeah. Tell me about it. Sweet. All right. Awesome. Yeah, so go ahead and shoot me some of your work. I'll be interested. And I'm willing to pay. All right. Yeah, Pacific Northwest rains all winter. You know, it's just constant rain here. Being from Texas, it's a little hot. But at least I have something to look at here. You know, Texas is so flat and dry. From the little bit that I've seen. Yeah, Texas. If I'm going to be flat and dry, I'd rather be in Florida. You know, go ahead and just give me the humidity as well. I'll just suffer through. Did I get your request? Let's check. I have an alert here, notification. Got it. There you go. Bam. Perfect. Yeah, so, you know, Florida, at least it's hot and dry, and I can, I mean, it's humid and dry. Humid and dry, that doesn't make any sense. Humid and hot. But I have something to look at. What's going on in the tech world today? Oh, let's see the whole list of games canceled. Microsoft announced massive layoffs on July 2nd, impacting many of the areas of the company's sprawling business, including Xbox, cutting 4% of its staff worldwide. CEO Phil Spencer said that the job losses were necessary to allow the enduring success of Xbox. You know, it's being Sophia, I will definitely take a look at those right after I'm done with the stream. I'll get back to you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. He says that the losses were necessary to allow for the enduring success of Xbox. Of course, tech companies now are just in this whirlwind of layoffs. Layoffs are going nuts. The tech industry, one person started layoffs right after 2020. Everybody was scared to do it. Nobody wanted to be the first to do it. Then what was it? Amazon finally was like, listen, guys, we have got to cut some stuff here. And they started cutting, and then everybody was like, oh, they can do it? We can do it. And they went ban hammer on all the tech companies, just cutting everyone. As soon you'll notice that tech companies are scared to do anything if everybody else is not doing it, right? Tech companies want to like wait until somebody else takes the first step into something before they'll go and step their toes into it. Same thing with layoffs. They were all scared to do layoffs, and as soon as one person did layoffs, they were like, yep, it's a free-for-all now. That's why the tech industry is so volatile right now. Who did they cut? So what? Raven Software and a Steam Call of Duty development studios said have been affected by the cuts. So they don't know how many people were cut. Turn 10, wow. 50% of the staff from Turn 10. Oh, don't they make Forza? Yeah, Forza Motorsports. Oh man, that's gonna be that's a sad day for racing fans. Whew. Rare and Everwild. Everwild canceled. I didn't even know what Everwild was. I didn't even hear about it. Rare does make pretty good games, though. A new MMO from the Elder Scrolls Online developers ZeniMax Online Studios, codenamed Blackbird, was said to be canceled. ZeniMax, yeah, their MMOs are like buggy though. ZeniMax MMOs are just too buggy. One of Microsoft's newest studios, The Initiative, has closed up shop in its first game. A new Project Dark has been canceled. Project Dark was an old game. Perfect Dark, not Project Dark. game was in rough shape. Yeah, they've been trying to make a new Perfect Dark game for 20 years. Of course it's in rough shape. I don't think anybody actually expected a new Perfect Dark game to come out. They've been trying to make it forever. It's kind of like Blizzard's first person shooter, based off StarCraft, that they've been saying has been coming for 25 years and never came out. Longtime Call of Duty co-developer High Moon Studios affected by Xbox cuts. Studio for years worked on Call of Duty Warzone, other Call of Duty. Sledgehammer Games. Yeah. Honestly, they need to cut some bloat from Call of Duty. I hate to be the one to say this. But listen, Call of Duty has gotten out of control. This game it's insane, the amount of people that are working on it, the speed of the development cycle, a whole Call of Duty game a year. They're not just doing single player, but multiplayer and Warzone on top. And listen, guys, slow down on Call of Duty. Work on getting each of the updates done properly. Work on getting your cheating problem fixed. Work on actually making quality over quantity right now. Stop with this madness that you're doing with the 17 different developers all frantically making a new Call of Duty installation franchise somehow. It's crazy. The Call of Duty cycle has become insane, and I stepped out of the Call of Duty game a couple of years ago when I saw the writing on the wall. I was like, Warzone is getting too much into cheating. They've split up development between too many developers. Every Call of Duty install of each year was just bigger and more bloated and more crazy, and the quality was going downhill. Like, it just, you know what? When it comes to the Call of Duty developers, like, I hate to see anybody lose their job. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of developers out there. You can switch. But when it comes to actual Call of Duty, the game itself, good riddance. Good fucking riddance. This franchise needs to it needs a hard reset. A hard reset. And I stand by that. And I know a lot of Call of Duty lovers out there are gonna hate me. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. Because that's madness. That's crazy that what it's become. Nintendo Switch 2 overheating. Of course, it's because people do stupid shit like put blankets over their consoles, and nobody actually believes that that's too big of an issue. At least not yet. Of course, I also didn't believe the NVIDIA, power adapter melting was an issue, and that apparently was a bigger thing than I thought. I'm running a 5080 right now, so, I gotta be aware of it. It's not a 5090, so, it's not too big of a deal there, but what else is going on here? Terra CO2, ChatGPT referrals to new sites are growing, but not enough to offset Switch declines. Offset search declines. Why did I say Switch? I'm having a hard time reading this morning. Turn off this Facebook setting now to avoid sharing your entire camera roll with Meta AI. What? The AI that you allowed access to your phone is now siphoning your data and photos? What? No, it's not. No, it's not. That's crazy. You're crazy. But I like you. But you're crazy. Yeah, who would have thought that was happening, Let's see, what else? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Let's see, is YouTube actually on? What's happening? Oh my god. Why is there just constant issues with this? Switch account. Let's go. Tube Studio. Am I live right now? Let's see. Why do I have two different streams going? Oh, interesting. Is OBS sending a stream and... What the hell is happening? Let me turn one of these off. Let's turn that one off and see. Oh, no, no, no. It's vertical and horizontal. Perfect. Oh, so it is good. Awesome. Okay, good to know. Good to know. How is the vertical working right now? It's working good? You guys let me know. Let me know how the vertical's actually working. Looking good. All right. Anyway, back to tech news. Newegg selling $100 gift cards for $85 with promo code. Figure $15 from Newegg. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Newegg is the biggest competitor to Amazon when it comes to selling computer hardware parts. Definitely jump in on that. Prime Day is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I will be having a Prime Day stream for all the best gear when it comes to photo and video work, because that's what I do. I do photo, video, cinematography. So when it comes to things like setting up cool lights, you know, these cool rim lights here and get the lighting right in your studio, stuff like that, that's my thing. So when it comes to good quality camera work, I'm just spinning that for no reason. Good quality cameras, you know, I know what I'm talking about. So I will let you guys know, especially people that are new to like streaming or video, photo work, stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes it can be difficult navigating that space of what do I get? What do I get when it comes to like, how do I stream myself? How do I make it look good? How do I, you know, how do I get all this sorted out without absolutely breaking the bank? Yeah, so I focus mostly on the low end actually. So people that are new into the photo video world. So I will definitely help you out. If you're interested in that, go ahead and feel free to follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and keep an eye out for that Amazon Day stuff. And I will be answering people's questions. I'll even look up stuff. If you think you find a good deal or something like that, I'll look it up and we'll take a look at it and see if it's actually worth it or not. I spent 3 months testing the VioJet engine espresso machine. Here's my verdict. Don't care. I have a coffee pot. Who cares? I do have an espresso machine. Xbox layoffs. Yeah, we talked about that. That's kind of crazy. Elder Scrolls Online devs, I mean, ZeniMax Studio. Their games when they first come out, they're just so hit or miss. So hit or miss. I don't know. Remember how buggy Fallout was? Fallout Online? Ugh, so buggy. It was alright though. It's a good game. SpaceX Manager. Just harassment, retaliation, security violations lawsuit, of course. Let's see. X is letting AI bots fact check your tweets. What could possibly go wrong? Wait a second. Are you complaining about AI fact checking tweets? That's what every other company does. Instagram, Facebook. they all do that. AI scours them, and then the more difficult ones they'll pass off to a real person. But that's why you get like insta banned on things like Twitch. That's one of the reasons I love streaming on Kick. If anybody here is watching on Kick, like Kick, I think is going to be the future of streaming. To be honest with you, Elon Musk's social media platform X is taking initiative when it comes to fighting misinformation. It's giving artificial intelligence the power to write community notes. Those are the fact-checking blurbs that can add context to viral posts. I mean, do we really have a problem with that? Like, while humans still get the final say, the shift could change how truth is policed online. Here's what happened and why it matters to anyone who scrolls X. Let me guess. This is from Tom's Guide. Oh, okay. Tom's Guide usually isn't too, like, political one way or another. X is currently holding a pilot program that lets AI bots draft community notes. Third-party developers can apply to build these bots, and if the AI passes a series of practice note tests, it may be allowed to submit real-time fact-checking content to public posts. Human review isn't going away. Before a note appears on a post, it still needs to be rated helpful by a diverse group of real users and given proper oversight. The goal is speed and scale. Yeah, of course. That's definitely the goal, right? AI can get something out instantly as soon as something pops up online. Somebody writes something crazy online because it is, you know, an online forum system, right? Some people would instantly write crazy shit on, you know, Instagram, X, Blue Sky, if anybody uses Blue Sky. Okay. You know, so they need AI to be able to get instant fact checking to it, which is, come on, that's understandable. That's understandable. I definitely get it. Come on, microphone, you don't need to be that high. Getting all in my mouth. Goal is speed and scale, of course. Yeah, of course it is. We already knew that. Interesting. Let's see what else. Power Worlds. People still play Power. Yeah, Power World's pretty popular. Marvel Rivals is either about to make Spider-Man's fan streams come true or do the funniest thing. It was Marvel Rises next. Marvel. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Marvel Rivals next season has it all. Phoenix and Blade as playable characters, brand new map changes to customization options, and an itsy bitsy crash out by the Spider-Man fans. The latest Fuhrer is likely a momentary blip until developer NetEase fully unveils all the cosmetics releasing Marvel Rivals. Third update. Third season. Yep. What are they getting? Even if you haven't been paying attention, you've probably seen the symbiote suit at least a few times since its debut in the comics in the 80s. The black and white outfit is arguably Peter Parker's most iconic alternative suit when he's not wearing his trademark blue and red onesie. As the name implies, the look is a result of a symbiotic goo-like alien life form taking over the hero, causing an eternal struggle between Peter and I don't need to read you guys what happens to Spider-Man when it comes to the symbiote. You probably know all about that because you're all a bunch of nerds just like I am. And that's okay. That's why we're here. Found some huge discounts on Steam Deck micro SD cards. Secret Lab chairs, RTX 47 Ti PC. That's great. You know, micro PC cards everybody needs more of. Secret Lab chairs, when is there not a sale on Secret Lab chairs? There are I would never buy a Secret Lab chair. It's way too expensive. I'm not saying they're not good. I don't know. I don't own one. I like to be practical with my money. When it comes to me parting with my money, and believe me, I spend a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to me parting with my money, it needs to be the best bang for the buck, best value proposition. I don't just buy things because it's got a fancy logo on it. Actually, a fancy logo makes me want to look elsewhere even more. So let's see what the sale on the Secret Lab chair is. Secret Labs $499 was $549. $419 was $469. What? So, what? $50 off, $500. So, 10% off. $479 was $574. Yeah, I mean, it's. I hate to say it. That's insane. That's insane to pay for a chair. This right here. It's an Amazon chair. It's got legs. It's got wheels on it. Cool. It works. It worked. It does its job. It does its job. That's what's most important, you know? So I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me how much people pay sometimes. I don't know. People spend too much money on too much stuff, you know, and it's just chill out with the amount of money you spend. You don't need to spend $500 on a chair. Like, you really don't. That's not necessary. You know, I just feel bad for people that are spending that much. I guess if you have the disposable income and you want to buy a fancy, they also look like they look a little too gaudy for me. When it comes to my setup, I want something like clean. You know, I want when I get up and walk away, I don't like the hundreds of logos all over it. Ignore my sweatshirt here. But, you know, just something clean. Something clean and easy. Nothing crazy. All right, let's keep going. Helldivers 2 Super Citizen Edition. I don't care about Helldivers 2. Best handheld PCs. Rock Paper Shotgun thinks they know the answer to the best handheld. Our favorite handheld PC is got to be the Steam Deck OLED. What a surprise. For anyone that doesn't know, when it comes to handheld PCs, the Steam Deck is the most popular option, as opposed to like the Windows ones that are coming out now. You know, Asus I think makes some, and a couple other companies. So it all depends on the operating system, right? So Steam Deck obviously is running off Steam, and then you have the Windows ones, which is running off a variation, a slimmed down version of Windows 11. The Steam ones are super popular because, even though they're a little bit older, because the operating system runs so much more efficiently. So on the same spec, if you had a Steam Deck and a Windows handheld, the same specs on both, the Steam one's going to run faster. That's just the way it is, because Steam is a much more slimmed down, built for gaming kind of operating system. They say the MSI Claw 8 is the best for PC. The best value handheld PC is the Steam Deck. Wow, this is the regular Steam Deck. Best handheld PC for portability is the Asus ROG. Yep, that was the Asus one I was talking about. Lenovo Legion Go. It's the best big screen PC handheld. Yeah, you know, Steam Deck OLED. It's just good. They need a refresh on that though, don't they? How old is the OLED? Has everything. The OLED version has everything that made the original LCD screen Steam Deck such a transformative success. The comfortable design, the surprising battery life, the absolute UX masterclass that is Steam OS. Exactly. That's just what I was just talking about, right? And makes everything slightly better. Sometimes not even just slightly. Of course. Yeah. Of course, not just slightly. The display is an obvious upgrade, bringing lush colors and a higher refresh rate than on Valve's first attempt. But the screen text switcheroo has knock-on effects because OLED panels are thinner. The whole device becomes lighter, and because it also uses less power than an LCD, it's more efficient too. The end result, thanks to our refreshed processors, that the Steam Deck OLED runs cooler, quieter, and with a downright excellent battery drain stamina. Stick to easygoing fare like Portal 2 or Haze 2 for this. It can last forever, whereas Elden Ring can keep going for more than 2 hours. Yeah, Elden Ring's obviously going to drain you. So the Steam OLED handheld goes for 512 gig version starting at $549. Dollar headers. $549 for a Steam OLED handheld. Do I think that's worth it? I mean, what? That's almost the same price as the Switch 2, right? That is the same price as the Switch 2. Isn't it $500 or is it $499 for the Switch 2? Somebody let me know. You get that. The regular Steam Deck is the best value, they say. Asus ROG Ally X, best for PC. I just can't see myself buying a PC one. Yeah, it's just not happening. What else we got going on here? We got Oculus founder Palmer Luckey leads group of tech billionaires launching new crypto bank, aims to fill the void left by Silicon Valley's bank 2023 collapse. Just what I want. Another tech billionaire siphoning my financial information. Again, I've already given everything I have to Amazon. Amazon runs my life. Amazon knows when I need something before I know that I need something. So what's the difference? We may as well just give it to all of them, right? I don't care about another bank coming out of Silicon Valley. Yeah. Best monitor deals for Prime Day 2025. They jumping the gun already. The easiest way to enhance your PC experience is get a better monitor, of course. Holy ad, Best Buy. That's crazy. Just pop right on in there. Even though it's Prime Day, some of the best discounts, juiciest. What? Why do they? Some of the best discounts, juiciest can be found elsewhere on the web. So I've included those in the list. It's an AI. An AI is writing this. AI is definitely writing this. Best early Prime Day 2025 deals. Yeah, it's not Prime Day yet, so they don't have the Prime Day deals. This headline is just to trick you into clicking so that they can get revenue from your clicks here. Alienware 27-inch monitors, $479, $416 OLEDs, 27-inch. If you use a 27-inch monitor, go for it. 32-inch 4K 240 hertz OLED monitor for $849. That's actually not a bad deal. Let's take a look at that. 32-inch, so it's not quite ultra wide, it's just widescreen, right? I would love to own this 34-inch one. Wait. Oh, this is a 1440p. Get out of here. Yeah, 1440p one for $769. This is the monitor I run. Actually, I have two of these. Very good monitor. I love it. 3440 by 1440 OLED. Beautiful monitor. But that's why the 32-inch, which is 2 inches smaller, not ultra wide, is more expensive than the 34-inch 1440p one, because this one is 4K. 4K OLED. If you have a card that can run it, run it. Any of the new 50 series cards are pretty good. I am running a 5080. You could run 4K. I could run two 4K monitors if I wanted to, but I don't, because they're expensive and I don't need 4K right now for photo and video editing. I can do it just fine with what I have right now. What else? What other deals they got going on here? These are all Best Buy early Prime Day 2025 deals. Gaming monitors, 1340 ultra wide 1440p monitor. Fucking dog. I scared him. Scared the dogs. We're like, yeah, we're not allowed to bark. Please don't. Actually, let me see if I can show you guys the dogs. Right there. I'll move the monitor arm. You can see him. I'll call him over to the door. Come here. Where's the other one? Sit. Right here. Here. Sit. 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 Treats. Treats. Sit. Sit. Back up. Back up. Sit. No. Sit. Go. Ready? Go nuts. Handfuls of treats. So many. Go nuts. You know. their birthday. Let them go nuts. It's not their birthday. I don't know why I said that. It's from a movie. All right. Anyway, let's see what else. Gaming monitors, Alienware 34-inch ultra wide, 1440p. That is not the OLED version. DWM, WQHD. Yeah, see, it's the VA monitor, not the OLED. So just be aware of that. Don't accidentally buy the wrong monitor if you were expecting an OLED and got a VA monitor. Office Prime Day deals. Let's see. Dell 27-inch, Samsung 34-inch, 1440p ultra wide. Again, not going to be OLED for $219. Yeah, I actually really agree with this. So here's a big thing, right? There's a lot of companies that make monitors, right? So you have two sides. You have PC companies like Dell, you know, MSI. Well, MSI could be because they're more of a gaming. You know, HP would be another PC one. And then you have like gaming companies, right? Like Alienware, MSI, Asus, stuff like that. When it comes to buying monitors, a lot of people don't realize that these PC companies are making the gaming PC monitors as well. It's the same thing. So these Dell branded monitors, Dell makes Alienware monitors. So they take their Dell branded monitors, slap an Alienware tag on them, give it a cool little plastic design to it, and they charge more because it's now a gaming monitor. The Dell monitors themselves, the regular ones, not the Alienware ones, are very good. Very good monitors, especially when it comes to professional work. You know, there's not many. I mean, there's Dell. Asus makes some professional level color correct monitors, stuff like that. So the Dell monitors, if you get a chance to pick up a Dell 27-inch 14, if that's what if you want a 27-inch 1440p monitor just to play games on and stuff, like this is a very good monitor. Just get this. Don't spend money on the Alienware branded one. It's $179. Let's look at the what's the resolution. Let's look at some of the specs here. Ports, don't care about that. I have speakers built in. What's the refresh rate? 100 hertz. Okay. I would go probably 120, 144 would be preferred. I would say 144 if you can get that. 100 hertz isn't horrible, but it's not great when it comes to gaming. What you also care about is, you know, input lag, stuff like that. So impact packaging, yeah, who cares about that? Which doesn't say on here. Yeah, where's the... Why doesn't it have the real specs on here? Give me the real specs, the stuff I care about. Oh, it's not gonna. Yeah, this is a bare bones monitor. But if you're looking to save money, that's it. Also, buy your monitors used. People get rid of good monitors all the time. Both of my monitors are used. Okay, who cares about any of that? Let's move on. Spent too much time talking about stupid monitors. I love talking about monitors. I'll talk about monitors all day. Sony's flagship OLED, $500 off. Splitgate 2. How to stop mouth breathing at night. Apple could move the logo on the iPhone 17 Pro, and that's a bigger deal than you might realize. No, the fuck it is not. That's how much time I'm going to give to that article. No, it's not. Amazon just restocked this Lucent Pokemon set back again, and I still think the price is a joke. Oh. I don't know anything about this. I'm not a big Pokemon guy, but I know a lot of you guys are. So I will browse through this real quick. Amazon has a Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium Collection. That's a mouthful. In stock and listed at $208.31 right now. That's a big jump from its original MSRP of $89.99. All right, Weblex. Damn, the amount of spam on here is crazy. $89.99 was the MSRP, and while still cheaper than the $259.99 it peaked at recently, it's clear that this set is being treated as a premium collector's item rather than a typical retail product. Not project. $208 for something that originally cost $89. That said, Amazon isn't your only option. Trading card player currently has it valued around $197.31 on the secondary market. Pokemon stuff has just gotten expensive. I don't collect Pokemon stuff, but friends, kids, and stuff that do. Ooh. Are you guys looking to pick up a Pokemon trading card set, exclusive edition for more than double its MSRP? Go ahead and go to that. Death Stranding 2 interactive map now available. Themes land on ExpressVPN apps. Full dark mode now available for iOS. Expert warns Q Day may arrive in less than 2 years. We already talked about Xbox canceling a bunch of games, laying off its staff. As everything goes more to AI, I'm telling you, the tech industry is going to get destroyed. Everybody's got to watch out. Gonna put people back into the trades before you know it. Insurance group Kelly Benefits said over 500,000 people now affected in a major data breach. Man, the data breaches nowadays are getting out of control. I have had so many emails about data breaches. And, obviously when you have, in this world that we live in right now, it's completely unsustainable of 17,000 accounts for 17,000 different things that all require different passwords or authenticators or face detection / pin codes / it's just madness. It's just madness. Let me make sure the dogs aren't about to eat the cat. The cat over there. Yeah. Which is very surprising. Yeah, just the data breaches thing has just gotten out of control. It's never easier to dive into Warframe, Magic the Gathering, Tesla Q1. Q2 2025 sales dropped more than 13% year over year. Obviously, because they're in the news now. What's wrong with AAA games? Developing the next Battlefield has answers. Is Battlefield going to go the same direction as Call of Duty and just become this bloated fucking mess? Please don't. Please don't do that, Battlefield. I don't want you to become a bloated mess. Just save us all the trouble. No, come. Ugh. That's the problem with having two large dogs of a hunting breed. We just got a new kitten. And this kitten is petrified of the two giant dogs, obviously. Because these dogs... It always makes me nervous, having dogs with a cat. Like, yeah, you could say your dogs get along, which is great. A lot of breeds do. But the two dogs that I have are hunting breed, Weimaraners. So they're massive dogs, and they have that hunting instinct in them. And just having them around the cat makes me very nervous. So I got to make sure that they don't eat the cat. Any other good news here? Amazon sets an end date for standalone Phoebe app. Who cares? Rune Factory. Another factory building game, I'm sure. Let's scroll through here, see if there's anything else interesting. Madden 26's franchise update is its biggest in 10 years. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, exactly, right? Madden, just like Call of Duty. New Madden. Every effing year, a new Madden. And you know how different the last one was than the newest one? Some of you guys are suckers. Some of you guys are just suckers. You buy Madden games. Oh, please don't. Please don't buy all the Madden. things and get hooked into that. You don't have to buy a new Madden every year. All right? You don't have to. You could save yourself the trouble. How do I view my live? There we go. Yeah, so all you guys that buy new Madden, just stop. Just go ahead and save yourself the money and just buy every other year. Or every third year. You probably aren't going to notice a difference between the games. I hate to say that, but it's true. Opera's latest update is seamless AI transitions and other features. I don't want more of my AI in my web browser. I don't need it. I have ChatGPT for that. Best early Prime Day PC computer deals, gaming and mainstream desktops. Yeah, let's take a little browse of that. A lot of you guys are into the PC gaming space, so Amazon. Oh my, holy ads, guys! Just ad. MSI Aegis 72, Ryzen 70, Alienware Aurora Core Ultra 7, 5070 Ti. 50 what? Okay, the Core Ultra 7 is kind of an expensive CPU. Don't get me wrong. But to pair, why would you have 5070 Ti? That's like, I mean, it's an. If you're a PC gamer, like if you're anything more than a beginner, you're not gonna have a 5070 Ti. You're gonna have something like a 5090. Alienware Area 51, Core Ultra 9, 5090, 32 gigs of RAM. Why wouldn't you have 64 gigs of RAM? If you're dropping a Core Ultra 9, if you're going for the most expensive PC you could possibly get, $4,800. Don't get a 5090. Unless you just have like money to blow. 5070 Ti is actually a really good card. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that is a really good card. 57 Core Ultra 70, 5070 Ti, 32 gigs, $1,800. That's actually a pretty good deal. Actually, a pretty good deal. I would say yes to that. Just a regular 5070. If you're a little more strapped on cash, if you have $1,700, just spend the extra $150 and get the 5070 Ti. Say the Ryzen CPUs are the best bang for the buck you can get. Yep for sure. If I had to rebuild a PC right now, I would definitely build it based on the Ryzen card set. You can get a Ryzen CPU and then you don't have to get an AMD graphics card. You can get an NVIDIA graphics card if you want. But to be honest with you, both of them, AMD's CPUs and graphics cards, are still the best deals. So definitely consider going for them if you want the most bang for the buck. I only bought I wanted the 9070 XT very badly, but couldn't get my hands on one when they first launched. So then it made me have time to start processing and thinking, and I ended up going for a 5080 card that I paid way too much money for. Because I wanted the encoder, the advanced encoder stuff, you know, for photo and video editing, exporting, stuff like that. So that's why I ended up getting the NVIDIA. But I am not an NVIDIA fanboy at all. Definitely believe in going for AMD. I mean, how many people here are like NVIDIA or AMD fanboys? Let me know in the comments, or just let me know in the chat if you're here in chat too. I'm not keeping track of how many people are in here right now, so I'm probably just talking to myself. Don't wait for Prime Day. This Apple Watch 10 is $100 off right now. Yep, if you like Apple Watches, go ahead and knock yourself out. Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2 can keep you busy for a very long time. Yes, it can. Any of the Zelda games on the Switch can keep you around for a long time. This VPN will pay for your next Amazon order. Oh, great. Who cares? Let's see. Update disappeared off Windows 10. That's probably because Windows 10 is screwing things up. Monster Hunter Wilds sees huge jump PC players after free title update 2. Cool. Oh, what's the free update for Monster Hunter Wilds? The Action Adventure game saw a spike of 100,000 additional concurrent players on Valve's PC platform. Holy. After the patch earlier this week. What was so great about the patch? When the game's massive free title update 2 landed June 30th, the daily high hit 133,000 players, showing a reinvigorated play base on PC. The game is now also available on PS5. Who cares about that? The new update adds a bunch of weird names, underwater combat to Monster Hunter Wilds. Layered weapons were also introduced. Capcom noted that the special event called Festival of Accord, Flame Fate, will take place from July 23rd to August 6th. Okay, so just a bunch of updates. Microsoft kills Sea of Thieves Studios' long-troubled action-adventure Everwild. Yeah, let's read a little bit about this. I mean, Sea of Thieves is a great game, right? There's nobody that can argue that Sea of Thieves isn't fun. It's very laid back. So when they're working on something and Microsoft decides to cut it, are they working on anything else? I thought the Sea of Thieves company, is Rare, right? It's Rare that did Sea of Thieves. So now it seems that these layoffs also signal the end of at least one project at Xbox Studios' Rare Everwild. Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier says the action-adventure game was canceled. According to people familiar with the situation, Everwild was officially announced 6 years ago. It was described as a mixed game between action-adventure Rare's cult hit Viva Pinata. Okay. Schreier described the game as troubled, having been in development for over a decade. While Spencer had given positive updates on the game as recently as last year, Everwild has been conspicuously absent from most of Xbox showcases since 2020. Yeah, that's a good sign, right? If you're absent, that's probably a good sign. Huh. Interesting. Rare was Nintendo's earliest acquisitions, the company buying historically Nintendo Alliance Studio way back in 2002. Yeah, that's right. I remember when they did that. Sea of Thieves has been their crowning jewel. Banjo-Kazooie back in the day. I wonder if they're working on anything else. Update 7.2, a new story from... Oh, that Greg Mayles, the director of Sea of Thieves and one of the longest-serving Miners Rail staffs, has left the company after 36 years following the cancellation of Everwild. Oh, if he's been there for 36 years, the guy probably deserves a fucking break from the turmoil that is the games industry right now. Hiring and firing and hiring and firing. The guy probably deserves a break. Judging on the history of Rare as a company, I would say that he did a pretty good job. Good job, Greg Mayles. Mayles? Mayles? Mayles. Mayles, I think. Is that how you say it? I'm sorry if I butchered your name. You deserve a well-earned retirement, sir. Get this fantastic Warhammer CRPG. 7 more games. Just $15 in Humble Bundle this month. Humble Bundle is very popular. Apple and Spotify are sleepwalking into an AI music crisis. Yes, they are. The Velvet Sundown. I kind of heard something about this. An AI band that was around for like 2 months or something. Kind of like made bank and then disappeared into the wild. First time I ever heard the Velvet Sundown's album, Dust and Silence, on Spotify. I thought to myself, that's not too bad. It hits a lot of the notes I look for in music that I can listen to in the background while I work. Acoustic guitar, nice vocals, chill beats, and the mellow 60s psychedelic vibe. There's only one problem. This band might not exist. All right. Oh. Hello. All right. I guess we will continue discussing this in a while. Hello. Welcome home. Yeah, I am. Yep. Right. Yeah. All right. How was the walk? All right. One sec. Let me check all these. All right. No, I'm in the middle of something. Give me a sec. All right. Oh, this just chatting doc didn't work. Interesting. Very interesting.